Hello 108 students, Mr. McCue back here with you. We are going to finish up section 1.3 and going to tackle page 2 here, and we're going to work with order of operations on objective number 3. Okay, kind of give you a hint that PEMDAS was a way to help you remember the order to help you settle how to get the right answer when you've got arithmetic problems going here. Think of this as a way to settle arguments. If you're at your house walking, talking around the family and you're having arguments, if you had an order to resolve your issues, then life would be a whole lot easier. So mathematicians did this. And so the acronym PEMDAS, which is Please Excuse My Dear Aunt Sally, is a way for you to remember the hierarchy of what you do first when you work on these arithmetic operations. Okay, so I've got them summarized here. Step 1, I mentioned here work separately above and below a fraction bar. So you see this example number 7 here we're going to do. You want to tell yourself evaluate the numerator completely first, then evaluate the denominator. Keep them separate. Think of that fraction bar like the Berlin Wall. You have to stay on either side of it till you finally work it down till you get a single number in the numerator, one in the denominator, and then you've got a fraction. Okay, so with that said, usually when you're thinking of PEMDAS or order of operations, you work in group symbols from inner to outer. So if you happen to see two sets of parentheses, you do that first, then you'll do the outer one. Number 3 says evaluate powers, roots, and absolute values next. And then number 4 is then you finally do multiplication or division in the order as you hit them from left to right. Notice that arrow tells you to go from left to right. Finally, the last thing you clean up with is if you have addition or subtraction, you do them in the order going from left to right. Okay, now you see this vertical list here. A lot of students have trouble remember that, and then teachers came up with please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. And what I've done here is I'm more of a visual person, so I came up with this symbology to help you, and if you like it, that's great. Number 1, keep in mind you got to work above the fraction bar and below the fraction bar. Step number 2, do your parentheses, do your inner ones first, evaluate them, and then do your outer ones if you have any. Next, look for exponents and evaluate them. After that, go ahead and look at absolute values if you have any in there too also. And then finally, step number 4, multiplication and division. Notice the symbols. Now this star here is supposed to be like a multiplication times. That came from coding program days where typewriters only had a little star to represent the little dot. So mathematicians and when it started doing programming, they used the little star. Multiplication, division, as they occur, going from left to right. Make sure you remember that. Either order, by the way. I got to make sure everybody's doing it. It's multiplication or division as they occur from left to right. That's a huge mistake a lot of students make. It's or. Finally, you do addition or subtraction as they occur from left to right. Okay, so let's look at an easy example here. 5b has 24 divided by 3 times 2 plus 6. Okay, what do you do first? Okay, do you see any parentheses? No. Do you see any exponents? No. Do you see any multiplication or division? Oh yes, I see some here and here. You do them as you hit them going from left to right. So what's the first one you should do? Division. So 24 divided by 3 is 8. I like to take several steps to do these, take several lines. Try not to do too many of these in your head. You'll make a mental mistake, you'll get lost, and you won't be able to figure out your answers. Okay, 8 times 2, what would be next? Multiplication and division is before addition and subtraction. So you do 8 times 2, that result is 16. 16 plus 6, your final answer, 22. Okay, fairly easy. But the order matters. A lot of students will just start doing things as they occur from left to right, and that's not always the way that it works. Okay, now example 7 up here, you see this, and take your time, make sure you take several steps, look at the numerator, the whole entire half of it, and start evaluating it. What do you see first? Exponents. Parentheses, exponents, your eyes are attracted to that. -2 raised to the third, or -2 cubed, would be -2 times -2, which is 4, times -2 is your -8. Okay, write that down. Be patient. What's next? Addition or multiplication? Answer? That's right, multiplication. -8 times 2 is Negative 16. Bring it down. Take your time. Now, while you're doing all that, come back, look at the denominator, start working these. What do you see first? Square root sign of 3. Yes, you do that first. So square root of 9 is 3. Now you've got multiplication, subtraction, multiplication. What would you do first? Okay, multiplication. 6 times 3 is what? 18. Bring down the subtraction sign. Now, you have any more multiplication left? 2 times 9 is 18. Okay. Now, when you take several steps to write these problems go fairly quick. 5 minus 16, the result is negative 11. There's an equal sign here. And 18 minus 18 is 0. And hopefully you put the brakes on because, what class? You know the answer. When the 0 is under the line, it's undefined. Okay, you're done. You're good to go. Okay, let's move on. Objective number 4. I love these problems. They come in here and they say evaluate the expression. You could put the algebraic expression in here for given values. What they're asking to do is, instead of an algebra solving for x all the time and finding the values, they are going to give you the specific value for the variable or variables, and you're simply going to substitute them in and evaluate. My nickname for this is plug in and evaluate, which turns out to be plug and chug. Now, this is an old engineering term for me, and it means you plug in the values for the variable and you evaluate or chug away on your calculators or in your head. Okay, so here's example 8b. Fairly straightforward. All you need to do is look at the values. They are going to give these to you. This is given. You don't have to find them. M equals negative 4, N equals 5, P equals negative 6. Here is the algebraic expression. Simply replace M with negative 4. They tell you that. 2, you bring it over, N is a value of 5. Notice I like to use parentheses and plug in the values. I like to go like this. Finally, you draw the division bar, fraction bar, excuse me. 4 times P. P is a value of what? Negative 6. Substitute it in. Okay, I like to plug in first. Don't do any evaluating until you've plugged them in. Now go back and follow your PEMDAS rules. What do you think you do first? Well, what? Multiplication, right? See the parentheses. 2 times 5. There's your 10. Negative 4 plus 10. Got $10 in my wallet. I go to Sonic. You know the drill. I got $6 left over afterwards. Divide by negative 24. Positive divided by negative means a negative. I like to do that first. I like if I need to evaluate the answer regarding the sign, positive or negative, I like to do it first. 6 goes into itself. What? 1 time? 6 goes into 24, 4, and bingo. You're done. Okay, that's all you got to do, and those problems are not too bad. It's just a good practice warm-up, getting our brains going. Okay, that's going to finish up page 2 here for us on section 3.1. That's all we have. I will see you here in a couple minutes, and we will move on to section 1.4. Okay.